But let me not waste no more time. Let me jump straight into one of the first steps that you need to take, which is that you need to believe that it's possible for you to start a side hustle and for you to be able to make money from it. Now, if there's one common thing that I've seen with so many people that contact me, with so many people that want to be able to change their life, is that they don't really believe that it's possible to make money from a side hustle. So many of you guys out there have limiting beliefs when it comes to what's possible and what you're capable of achieving. And to be honest with you, I don't blame people that think this way, because this is exactly how I thought myself. I was told that you need to go to school, you need to go to college, you need to graduate, you then need to get some sort of a corporate job, and you need to keep doing that job up until you're 60, 70 years old. But it wasn't until I started getting into self-development, reading books, and watching motivational videos that it all came down to just believing in myself. The minute that I started believing in myself when it came to knowing that I could start a successful side hustle that was going to allow me to quit my job, that's when everything started falling into place. And this is the advice that I always give to people that want to be able to leave their 9-to-5 job one day, is that it's all going to come down to belief. This is the first official step that you need to take, because once you're able to switch your mindset from a pessimistic one to an optimistic one, that's when the pathway is going to become a lot more clearer. But this now brings me on to one of the second steps that you need to take once you started building up self-belief, which is that you need to start a low-cost side hustle with big upside. Now, one common mistake that I see so many people making that want to be able to quit their job is that they start a side hustle that might be easy, but the upside isn't really there, and because of that, they end up wasting their time. Or what they do is go the completely other way and start a side hustle that costs so much money, and then they end up putting themselves into debt. Ideally, what you need to do is find a side hustle that kind of falls into the middle, in the sense that you don't need a lot of money when it comes to starting it, but the more effort you put into it, the more money you're going to be able to make. There's so many different side hustles that fall into this category. We've got dropshipping, starting a faceless YouTube channel, building a blog website, doing AI freelancing. The list goes on, but it's all going to come down to you doing the right research, figuring out which one is suitable for you when it comes to your skill set, your personality, and what you believe that you're going to be able to stick with. But any of the ones that I just mentioned now are the ones that I'd recommend, because if you're able to, put your time into it, you're going to be able to build it up potentially to the point of generating $1,000, $5,000, even $10,000 per month. You don't need a lot of money when it comes to starting them, and you don't need a lot of money when it comes to building them up. Yes, you might need a little bit of luck, but if you're able to combine luck with preparation as well as consistency, that's when things are going to explode. So during this step, you just need to make sure that you're well researched, figure out which one you want to move forward with. But once you've done that, this brings me on to one of the next steps, which is that you need to make sure that you pick a profitable evergreen niche. And let me quickly define what this is for anyone out there that's never heard this term before. So when I say a profitable evergreen niche, all this means is that you're going to center your side hustle around something that has the likelihood of performing well over the next 3, 4, 5 years. You don't want to start a side hustle that's seasonal, or maybe it's just trendy for the time being. You want to make sure that you center it around something that you can look at the data and see that it's done well, maybe for the past 3 years, 4 years, and that it's going to continuously keep doing well. And this is something that you need to make sure that you consider for any side hustle that you're thinking about starting. Whether it's selling dropshipping products, whether it's, producing faceless YouTube videos, or even when it comes to building up a blog website, you want to pick something that you're going to be able to build, grow, and scale, and it's not going to die out as soon as you hand in your resignation notice. This is one of the best decisions that I personally made, because the niche that I decided to move forward with when it came to starting my side hustle back when I was working my 9-to-5 job is the same niche that I've still been able to generate money from up until now. But once you spend some time doing the right research, when it comes to making sure that you've picked a niche that isn't trendy for the moment and you're going to be able to keep earning from it, the next step that you need to take is that you need to start the process of building your online presence. So once you've gone through all of those research steps and you know exactly what you're doing, you know what niche, what type of side hustle you're going to put your energy into, during this step, this is when you need to take action and actually start building up some sort of an online presence when it comes to putting yourself in a position of being able to make money. Most people that have the mindset of quitting their 9-to-5 job one day end up stopping at this stage, and they don't take any sort of tangible action. But you have to remember that for you to be able to start an online business and start receiving real life money in your bank account, it's going to come from you making sure that you've got your online presence so that people can pay you. And of course, depending on what type of side hustle you're thinking about starting, it's going to depend on how you're going to build up your online presence. So for example, if you're thinking about building a dropshipping store, one of the ways that you can build an online presence is by using this completely free AI Shopify store builder. This is one of the tools that I'd recommend that you use if you're working a full-time job and you don't have too much time on your hands, because it just makes the whole process a lot more easier. I'm going to leave it linked down below, but literally the way that it works is that you're going to be able to select what type of online store you want to build, follow through with the remainder of the steps, and it's going to be able to get a store built fully loaded with winning products. And because it's completely free to use, you can test out different stores, different niches, and see which one you have success with. And the same thing goes with building a blog website. If you want to be able to do that, that's not difficult to do as well. There's this AI website builder that you can use from Hostinger. Again, it's really simple, really straightforward. You're going to be able to get your blog website built within a matter of minutes. And if you're also thinking about starting a faceless YouTube channel, as you guys may or may not know, when it comes to creating a YouTube channel, it's completely free to do. You just need to have a Gmail email address, go over to Google, make sure that everything is validated on the back end, then go over to YouTube and create your account. And literally from that point, all you got to do is start posting videos, which you can use InVideo AI to help you with. But the main point that I'm trying to make right now is that you just want to make sure that you take the official step when it comes to putting your idea out there, because this is going to be the thing that's going to allow you to start receiving money and start building up from there so that you can change your life as well as your family's life. And I know for a fact right now, many of you are dealing with procrastination because this is what I was dealing with myself. Even though I knew I didn't want to work in my 9-to-5 job anymore, it took me many months for me to pull the trigger and actually start taking some sort of tangible action. So if there's one thing that you need to remember from this video is that you need to make sure that you push procrastination to the side, take that first step so that you're going to be able to take the second step, third step, and just grow from there. But swiftly moving on to the fifth step, once you've made your online store, your blog website, your faceless YouTube videos available, which is that you need to focus on building up and increasing your traffic. Now, if there's one thing that I've learned when it comes to making money on the internet is that if you're able to understand how to master the art of increasing traffic, you're essentially going to be able to print money year after year. Because once you've got a product up for sale and you're able to now drive traffic to that product and you understand the best way to do it in the most efficient, cost-effective way, being able to scale from $1,000 per month to $10,000 to $30,000 isn't going to be difficult at all. The reason why I was able to get to the point of typing out my resignation notice, walking into my manager's office, putting that notice on her desk and never looking back was the fact that I understood how to increase traffic. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy from day one. I'm not saying that there's not going to be a learning curve. And of course, it all depends on what type of side hustle you're starting. But no matter which side hustle that you decide to move forward with, it's all going to come down to traffic. Whether that's traffic going towards your faceless YouTube videos, or if it's traffic going to your blog websites, your dropshipping sites, whatever it is, the more traffic you're able to get, the more money you're going to be able to make. And if you wanted me to make a detailed video breaking down various different aspects of how you can build up traffic as a complete beginner, then put in the comments down below, do the traffic video, and I'll get onto it ASAP. But this now brings me on to the sixth step that you need to take whilst trying to quit your 9-to-5 job by starting a side hustle, which is that you need to remain consistent. Now, if there's one thing that I can guarantee that's going to happen to you after you watch this video and you start your side hustle, is that you're going to hit some sort of an obstacle, you're going to hit some sort of a setback. But it's those of you that are able to continue pushing through those setbacks, those are the ones that are going to be able to succeed. Most people think that they can start a side hustle and it's going to be plain sailing, it's going to be easy, everything is going to fall into place, when that isn't how it works. This is one of the earliest lessons that I learned back when I was working my 9-to-5 job. I was getting hit with setback after setback, but because I didn't give up, even though I really wanted to, that's the reason why I was able to get to the point of making $50,000 per month, even though I was still working my 9-to-5 job. If anything, the thing that I've learned on my journey so far whilst building up all of these different online businesses is that the main job of a business owner is to overcome as many setbacks as possible. And they're going to keep coming and you just have to keep figuring out how to overcome them. That's the reason why Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett are in the position that they're in. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, but you've got two decisions to make. Every time that you're hit with an obstacle, you can either give up, quit, go back to a 9-to-5 job, or what you can do is keep pushing forward for the benefit of yourself and your family. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, you've learned anything from it, you've gotten any sort of value from it as well, press the like button. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know when a new video has been released. And if you want more of a practical step-by-step guide when it comes to starting a side hustle as a complete beginner, I've got a completely free course linked in my description down below. Be sure to check that out because it's already helped out so many people. And if you also want to watch a recent YouTube video that I made not too long ago where I break down some other important things that you need to know when it comes to utilizing the power of AI when it comes to starting a side hustle over the next year, be sure to watch that as well because I've gotten so much good feedback from it and I'm sure that it's going to help you out too. But other than that, guys, I'll catch you on that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.